In this example, I'm going to show you how to create this collapsing sidebar layout inside of Dittofi, so that when your users view your app on a large screen, they get a nice sidebar on the left-hand side of the page, but when they view this layout on a mobile device, this sidebar collapses onto the top of the page, like so. Okay, so let's get into this now. Okay, so to start with, in this example, I'm going to go to my Elements panel and search for a div block element. I am then going to add this div block to the page, like so. I'm going to then give a class to this div block, which I'm going to call dashboard container. Then, on this dashboard container, I'm going to give this container a size of 100 vertical height by setting 100 VH here, so that this dashboard container fills up the whole screen. And then I'll also make this div block a flexbox with a horizontal layout. Next, I'm going to place two div blocks inside of the flexbox container. To do this, I'm going to expand my Elements panel, search for the first div block, and then drag and drop this onto the page. I am then going to search for a second div block here, and then drag and drop this onto the page also, like so. For the second div block on the right, I will give this a class called dashboard body, and I am going to use the flex grow option so that this second div block here takes up all of the available space on the right hand side of my page. Then for the second div block over here on the left, I'm going to select this, give a class dashboard sidebar, and give this a width of say 300 pixels. I'm then going to add a purple background color to this div block, which is the dashboard sidebar div block, so that we can see the sidebar here in purple. And over on the right hand side of the page here, we have the rest of the body as white. Now, when I collapse the screen like this, I am then able to customize the way that the sidebar will behave on a mobile device. For example, if I wanted to make this sidebar a top navigation bar, I can select my div block dashboard container by stepping up through the breadcrumb trail here, and I can switch the layout of this dashboard container to a vertical flexbox layout. I can then select my dashboard sidebar, which is now this top bar over here, and I can switch the width of this sidebar to auto so that it now fills up the entire width of the screen. So now, when I view the sidebar layout on a large screen by clicking this large screen icon here, you can see that this shows the sidebar on the left of the page. And then when I view this on a smaller screen by clicking the mobile device here, you can see that the sidebar now collapses onto the top of the page.